So, Al, obviously, people knew you were coming on. I shared that with the majority of the Sharks yesterday that you'd be on today, and I just like to get back to something that when I've come out to your hockey schools, I've spoken to the parents, and you have, oh gosh, I don't know how many people fit into the auditorium, and Josh and Brad and yourself has spoken to the parents, giving them an overview. But I'd like you to talk about the books that you give out and the reading that you inspire at that session. That was very impressive for me.
Well, we have a reading program, and uh, it's not compulsory, but we start a lot of kids reading. And one of the great books that we've read over the years is Dr. John Maxwell's "Talent is Never Enough," and those kids have taken, would be responsible to come back and give a summation of what they learned. And it was amazing. Some of it was word for word what Dr. Maxwell said about a certain aspect of life and sports. And others were their own innovative and what they picked up from reading that chapter. And I've spoken at business seminars and used their quotes, and people couldn't believe that a 10-year-old could do that. They could come out with that. But as they read, they become very proficient at the English language as well. So there's a lot of merit in reading. So we have a number of books that we provide for them. And if I get somebody that'll read, I give them the offer. You read that book and send me a one-page report, and you can keep the book, and I'll give you another one. And so I'm always looking for the one that's asking for the next book, and so it's important. I know it's important to me to read, and I don't read enough, but it's really, really important for young people to read, and they think at a different level when they read, and they all of a sudden they realize they're not alone in the world. There's other people there with them, and there's just a lot of benefits from it. And it's I've got copies of some of the things that the kids have said in their summations, and then we encourage them to do something good in the community, like visit a senior citizen. And I should send out Wally to one boy. Little Irish fella. He used to go down and work with this couple that weren't to take their wood in, and he always liked to go down, but they always had stew and biscuits for him. And he said they wanted to pay me, but I'd never take money from doing something like that. And it's very it touches your heart to see kids going out and do great things, especially with their teammates or with people that are not as fortunate as they are, and people that are in facilities and that. So we try to encourage that as well, because it gives them an overview. And Tommy, I think that you're one person that I've learned so much from. And every time I see you online and that, it's pretty amazing all the great things that you do and have done for so many years. And I love the times that we drove around together and you told me some hockey stories. But anyway, Raleigh, I don't want to hog this, and I really appreciate seeing you guys, and I love Wally. I don't know if Wally ever told you, but when Wally met me, his wife said, "So you finally met somebody as crazy as you." And so Wally and I have done some great things, and he mentioned Jill Saunier, and she sent a nice she sent me an autographed sweater when she played her Olympic game, and there's a picture of her and I and Wally when she was a young girl, and she always put so much. She always was so thankful that Wally was there in her corner, and as she developed. But anyway, Wally, I'm just going to probably sign off and thank you everybody. And Sammy Joe, so good to see you. And and I think it was you I got the lobsters for. I'm not sure.
It could have been.
Good
We
seeing you.
were
Pardon?
We were in PEI, and my husband Billy. I remember coming through before I even met my husband Billy. But now
Yeah.
we're in PEI a lot with him being an Islander.
Well, he's a very special Islander, as all of us.
I
And
think
so you guys are.
so.
You guys say hi to him, will you?
I will for sure, and say hi to your family as well.
Okay. Bye bye.
Al, I'll get a hold of you tomorrow. I'm going to carry on with a few of the sharks I have questions for, but I'll come over tomorrow and we'll record you at the whiteboard and pass it on to all the others about how you teach novices to play the game and do the X's and O's. And it'll be something to share with the hockey audience that